Holy cow, guys, 2020 is filled with so many interesting and new indie games. I can't wait to play them. No doubt, Skatebird was one of the ones that caught my eye. Which Nintendo Switch indie game caught your eye from Nintendo's Indie World Showcase? So you guys know the drill, this is the Robotron Show where we cover the latest gaming news, and today we're talking about the recent Nintendo Switch Indie World Showcase and what I think are the Nintendo indie games you should look out for. As always guys, make sure you subscribe for more gaming news and reviews and leave a like and comment. It really helps the video reach more people when you do that. So first up is Sports Story, a game that looks really cool. It has this pixelated art style and has this gameplay centered around sports, but instead of the usual sport type game, you're going to be using these different sports like tennis to solve puzzles, take out cameras, sneak into places, and more cool stuff. It's a really cool twist that I could see myself really enjoying. With the promise of a story including, it could be fun. And next is Gleamlight, a Metroidvania type game that has the art style centered around stained glass and makes an ominous yet appealing look. Add in no HUD to enjoy the gameplay and art style. Even more than that, it has smooth combat with some dodging mechanics, and I think this could really be a fun game. I think I need to see more from the gameplay though, because there's not much shown in the trailer, but it's still on my radar. And on to the next game, which wow, just wow, this seems really cool. I'm extremely excited for this game, and that game is Super Mash, a game where you take different video game genres and, well, mash them together to create a sort of generated game. Think of the possibilities, the unique games that could come out of this. Now, of course, there are still some questions I have for Super Mash, like what about the assets? How many assets are in the game that make up these generated games? Does each asset have a different art style? Is one character going to be pixelated and then another one in a different game gonna have a 3D design of the same character? So many questions, but it's still very cool, especially for the RPG fan inside of me. Next up is a game that resonated with the Assassin's Creed Black Flag fan inside of me, and that is Sail Forth, which essentially is if you centered the game around the naval combat in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It'll have quests, different physics that, according to the announcer, you can use to your advantage. It seems like a really chill game that you can play when you want to just relax, and I think sometimes we all just need a game like that, one game that we can just relax with. And next up is a game that came out on Xbox, PS3, it came out in 2005, a very old game but still cool to see it come to the Nintendo Switch, and that's the action-adventure game Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. You play as this outlaw where you go around hunting other outlaws. The cool thing about this is that there's these weird type of ammos that have different effects, and they look pretty cool too. There's these bugs, and then there's spiders. There's a lot of cool type of ammo that you can use in Stranger's Wrath. It looks fun, and I think it's something that you should look out for. And next up is Boyfriend Dungeon. Now, aside from the swords transforming into guys, the gameplay looks incredibly fun and challenging, and has a pretty cool art style too. I love dungeon crawlers, and this one hits my list for indie games in 2020. And next up is Dreamscaper, a game where you explore the conscious of a girl who has some pretty cool abilities in her dream or in her mind. The art style is a little weird, but it promises with cool powers like slowing down time, and it looks really fun. Add in the generated levels, and I can see the endless fun that I can have with Dreamscape. Next up, we have an indie game that looks really cool. The Survivalist is a game where you play as a human. You get to craft and build and mold your own town, adding the ability to, I guess, weirdly train monkeys to help you build the town, and even other humans to build your own town citizenship. It's an instant buy for me. It really hits that Animal Crossing fan inside of me, and I'm incredibly excited to play this game. And last up is something that really hits that Dead Cells fan in me, and that's Exion Verge 2. This game looks like a very fun game, and it looks very similar to Dead Cells where you go around collecting different abilities, which if that's the case, that's an instant buy for me. I've spent so much time in Dead Cells that I kind of lost count. It has a different art style than Dead Cells, but it is still very cool, and I'll definitely have to check out Exion Verge 1 so I can get a taste of what I'm gonna get in the sequel. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Make sure you click subscribe and like the video, and also tell me what was your favorite game or games on the Indie Showcase for 2020. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.